I'm Meghann Scully, and this is the Limerick Post Show. And joining me now is Father Seamus Enright from the Redemptorist Church. Father, how are you keeping?
Meghann, I'm keeping very well, thank you.
Strange times, no doubt.
Considering how strange the times are, I'm doing well.
I suppose you're seeing firsthand what it's like, I suppose, with mass and everything, and numbers being limited, and the way funerals and weddings and everything.
I suppose a number of things. First of all, of course, we were impacted in the community because two members of our community died recently. Now, neither of them died from COVID, but they were both in hospital and in nursing homes, and we weren't able to see them.
Yeah.
Now, one of them, Father Peter Flannery, I saw a couple of times before he died. Father Joe McLaughlin died quite suddenly, and we hadn't seen him for some weeks. So we have some inkling as to what the loneliness surrounding death is. You know, we just missed not being there. You know, the way you normally sit with the person when they're dying, and so that's just been multiplied. The church, of course, we were in lockdown, but now we're open, and I think we're managing well. The numbers are restricted. We take the safeguarding bit very seriously. We have a good team of stewards, so I think we're doing well now.
And I suppose we all have to. I suppose we all have to cope with it, and we all have to learn how to live with it, which is why we're on Zoom today.
Yeah, and a little bit anxious about Christmas, of course, because we have decided, as I think lots of churches have decided, to use tickets reluctantly. You'd rather just be open and do first come, first served, which is what we do on the normal days and on the normal Sundays. But we've decided to use tickets for Christmas and put on extra masses on Christmas Eve to do the tickets rather than have people turn up at Christmas and be turned away. That would be distressing altogether.
It's going to be a very unusual time for us all, I think, especially.
Very strange.
Christmas Mass is a very special time for a lot of families. You know, you have people home from abroad, and it's maybe the one time a year you get to see old friends and neighbours, and you know,
a lot of that just won't happen this year.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, sadly.
Now, something that, of course, has changed as well is the sleep out for the Christmas Hamper Appeal.
Yes.
So can you tell us what's happening?
We'd normally be doing a sleep out Friday and Saturday, tomorrow and the day after. And we decided this year that the sleep out was too risky. The sleep out was, of course, to raise funds for our Christmas Hamper Appeal and to raise awareness about food poverty in the city, which is extensive. So we wondered what to do. And then we decided we'd have a sit out instead of a sleep out. So on Friday and Saturday, a small number of us, because we want to be as careful as we possibly can, a small number of us will sit out on O'Connell Street near the Augustinian Church opposite Leonard's shop there. And we'll be there, we'll collect money, we'll do it as carefully and as safely as we can. We'll be socially distanced, we'll wear our masks, we'll bring our hand sanitizers with us. So we just thought it was important not to give up altogether. At first we wondered, would we just drop the idea? But it's an important part of not just of the fundraising, I think, but of the profiling of the Christmas Hamper Appeal. So we're going ahead. I'll be there mostly on Friday and Saturday from 10 to 5, and different people will join me at different times during the day.
And if people want to maybe get involved, or if people want to donate, how can they?
Well, people can donate, of course, by coming to us on O'Connell Street tomorrow. But we have a drop-in centre here, a donate centre that we've opened in the monastery. People who know us would know that traditionally in the lead up to Christmas, we had a caravan in the churchyard and people would come to the caravan. We didn't think that would be safe this year. So we've opened, it's very well signposted. If you come to the monastery, you can't miss the signs. So there's somebody on duty there during the day. And people are coming and people are being very generous. People are bringing cash, of course, which we value, but people are bringing food, lots of food, toiletries, which the homeless charities especially need, and toys, but the toys need to be new toys. So I think we're off to a good start. Our team of volunteers are packing the hampers already. They've begun moving the hampers to our partners who do the distribution. So I think by next week, it'll be moving along fairly rapidly, and groups will start distributing the hampers towards the end of next week and the beginning of Christmas week. 6,000 hampers we expect across the city and the county. I have a bill sitting here in front of me. I won't show it to you, for 165,000 euro for food that we bought. Now, I have no doubt that the money will come in to pay it, because we've been doing this since 1972. And we've never been without the money, so we won't be without it this year either, I think.
I think it just shows as well the amount of people in need is still for
Yes,
food hampers.
and it's increased this year. I mean, some of the groups that we're talking to are telling us that the number of people coming looking for help has increased significantly from last year. And there are people looking for help, Meghann, who never looked for help before. And people tell me that there are people asking for help this year who were making donations last year.
Wow.
But you can just imagine families where both people have lost their husband and wife, both partners have lost their jobs, just the isolation, the insecurity. So we're doing our best to address that.
And I know the people of Limerick are very generous. I know, no doubt.
They are. I have no doubt about it. They just rise to the challenge again and again.
So what time Friday is it all kicking off?
So we'll be there tomorrow morning, Friday morning, the 11th. We'll be there at 10 o'clock. And we'll stay until 5 or maybe 6 or 6. We'll be outside Leonard shop beside the Augustinian Church, and we'll be there again on Saturday at the same time. Now, in previous years, as I say, we slept out and we had students from St. Clement's and Laurel Hill and bands and music and entertainment, the razzmatazz. There'll be no razzmatazz this year. Everything will be fairly low-key because we're so conscious of safety and taking all the necessary precautions.
Very, very understandable. Father Seamus Enright of the Redemptorist Church, thank you so much for chatting to us on the Limerick Post Show, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. We'll call down to say hello to you tomorrow, or Friday and Saturday, and I know that people in Limerick will be very generous in the Christmas Hamper Appeal.
Thank you very much for having me on the show. I'm very grateful.